What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Q&A. After I announced that I was pregnant, I had so many questions flooding my DMs, so I kind of selected a few and thought that I could come on here, make this video, answer a few questions. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First question is, how am I feeling about having a second child? As soon as we found out that we were expecting baby number 2, it's like, first we were shocked because like, damn, I didn't think like so soon we're gonna have another baby, but we were super excited off of the jump. I was especially happy because I had just found out that 2 sisters of mine were also expecting, and I was just like, okay, so this time around I'm gonna be pregnant with like 2 sisters of mine. Like, that was crazy. And it's actually really funny because when one of my sisters told me that she was pregnant, for real, I like spoke it into existence. I was so happy, and I was telling my husband like, oh my gosh, like now she's pregnant, and then the other sister's pregnant, and our daughters are all the same age. Maybe I'll be next. I was next. Question number 2, what are some differences and similarities between both pregnancies? One of the biggest differences is how smooth this pregnancy has been. I had 0 morning sickness. One time I got nauseous, and it's because I was stuck in a car for like a few hours and there was a lot of bumps on the road, and that was the one time that I really got nauseous. But like besides that, I did not get nauseous at all. A similarity is heartburn. I don't know why when I'm pregnant I'll be getting the worst heartburn ever. You know, they say that when you have a lot of heartburn it's because the baby is gonna have a lot of hair. I mean, Yahna has a ton of hair, so if that's the case, then I guess he's gonna have a lot of hair too, because heartburn don't play when it comes to me and pregnancies. Like, I have extremely bad heartburn, acid reflux. Like, I be feeling it coming up and then sorry y'all, but yeah, I felt him moving like way earlier, probably because I already knew what to expect. But like, I feel almost like every little movement, like his hiccups, I always feel it. With her, I did not feel that like at all. I thought I felt it, but like now that I actually feel it, yeah, I didn't feel nothing. I don't know if this is a difference because this time around I'm carrying a boy, but he is way more active. Yahna did not move this much. Her movement started hurting me like around this stage. I want to say like around like 34 weeks, 36 weeks. Like, that's when it started hurting me, because obviously that's when the baby like grows the most, and you know, you don't have that much space left. But his kicks have been hurting me since like 20 something weeks. Like, I don't even know, but like, he is strong. He is really strong. With Yahna, I had a lot of insomnia. I had a lot of, like, I guess you could say, negative pregnancy symptoms, like I said, morning sickness, that's not fun. Insomnia, I had terrible insomnia. This time around, baby girl, I'm sleeping like a baby, like a whole baby. It's only now that I'm starting to be uncomfortable at night because I'm so heavy that like changing positions left and right is like hard. I'm always like okay, and then a few hours I'm like switching to the other side, and it feels like a whole workout. Next questions. Things that I learned from my first pregnancy. What are some things that I learned? Number 1, be active. First pregnancy, I spent my whole pregnancy in bed. The top thing that I learned is to be active. This time around, obviously, because I have a toddler, like, I have to be active, because I mean, I'm a mom already, so off the bat I'm active. But I was working out throughout the whole beginning of my pregnancy, 2nd trimester, I believe a little bit into the 3rd trimester, but then I got to the point where I was like, I can't do these squats no more. I can't do these push-ups no more. Like, I was doing push-ups, okay? All throughout 1st trimester, 2nd trimester, I was following like these like pregnancy workout videos. I was watching what I eat, because first time around I gained, do I even want to say? I gained like 60 pounds, okay? When I found out that I was pregnant, I was like, there is no way that being pregnant is going to make me gain another 60 pounds. Let me just say, I got clear from my doctor. It was safe for me to work out. It was safe for me to lose weight. And I did lose weight, actually. When I found out I was pregnant, I lost, I want to say I went all the way down like to 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds and then I gained a few. Like I lost 10 pounds within the first month of me finding out that I was pregnant. So when I found out, I was still really early in my pregnancy, and I was like, okay, before I go to my first doctor's appointment, I want to have lost like some weight, some pounds, which I did. I think I lost maybe 6 pounds, and then I kept losing weight, like 1 pound over here, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, and then I got to the point where, okay, this baby's growing. I'm obviously eating a little bit more, still watching what I eat, but I was still like, you know, I gained a little bit of weight. So I want to say so far, my whole pregnancy, I gained 9 pounds, I think, which is crazy, and I'm really proud of myself. So yeah, that's number one thing that I learned from my first pregnancy, is to be active, to like watch what I eat, and you know, take care of my body, because just because you're pregnant doesn't mean that you need to gain 70, 60, 50 pounds. Like I believe doctors recommend somewhere between like 25 pounds, 30 maybe, some doctors will say. I know my doctor was like 25 pounds is all you should gain, and I only gained 9 and I'm almost done. So really proud of myself for that. What else did I learn from my first pregnancy? To surround yourself with positive people, with just like positivity, because off the bat, us women, we're super like emotional. Some of us are more fragile than others, and then being pregnant can just like add on top of that. So definitely when you're pregnant, or for me at least, I learned to like just keep positive people around me, people who will be happy for me, and just keep it at that. And so that was extremely helpful for me to have such a great pregnancy. Like, and that's on period. Next question, do I want to have another C-section? So, no, I do not want to have another C-section. Now, if that is what is best for me when it comes time, then I will have another C-section. But right off the jump, when I found out I was pregnant, I was already looking into like, do I have to have another C-section? I know that especially like a couple years ago, it was said that like once a C-section, always a C-section. But I know that like things have changed where they don't necessarily push that as much anymore. And so I learned that first of all, I learned that it was possible to deliver vaginally after having a C-section. I'm like, okay, let me do my research, like let me see if this is something that is even possible for me. After looking it up and talking to my doctor about it, I mean, my doctor has done VBACs before, that's what you call it, having a vaginal birth after C-section, and he's pretty like down, I guess you could say. The only thing that's like concerning him a little bit is just that my first time around, I didn't go into labor naturally. I had to, first of all, I went like a week over my due date, and then I had to get induced, and even getting induced, like I was getting induced for like 2 whole days. And even after that, like I wasn't really progressing that much. Now that I think about it, there are so many things that like cause that, but maybe I'll talk about that in another video because I don't want to make this video too long and I don't want to go off topic. But so yeah, my first time around, I didn't really like progress. I didn't really dilate that much. And so that's what led to us like going for a C-section, because it was just dragging on for too long. So that's the only thing that he said, well, I mean, if that happened the first time and it happens again, like it's not necessarily, a vaginal birth is not really what I think would be best for you. But if you go into labor on your own, then yeah, why not? Like, let's go for it. So to answer that question, no, I do not want to have another C-section. I do want to be able to give birth vaginally, and that is what I'm praying for. See how that goes. Y'all will be brought along the whole journey. I will be vlogging my labor and delivery and all that. So y'all gonna get to see what ends up happening. But for sure, this baby gonna come out regardless. Okay, and last question is, how do I think Yahna is going to react not being an only child anymore? I personally think that she is going to be just fine. Like, I think that she's going to be super happy. She's already such a loving little girl, and she already shows so much love to this baby. Like, as soon as we knew, we were already like showing her. I believe, how old was Yahna when we found out? She was like 10 months. Yahna was 10 months, okay, when we found out that we were pregnant, and I was still breastfeeding. Like, she was very much so, like, she wasn't even walking yet. She was still like a baby, okay? Oh, that's another thing. Right after I found out, I stopped breastfeeding because I was like, I stopped breastfeeding when she was 11 months because I'm like, I need a break. I didn't want to like breastfeed while being pregnant, and at the same time she kind of weaned off on her own, so I mean that was really good for me. But I wanted to be able to have a break between breastfeeding her and breastfeeding our second child. So but yeah, sorry, let me go back to what I was saying. So basically, from the beginning, we've been like talking to her and telling her like, Yahna, you're gonna have a baby brother, a baby sister. He's showing her my stomach, making her kiss the baby, this, that, and the third. And like, now she's very much aware that there is a baby in here in my belly. She kisses my belly. She plays with my belly. She pats it nicely when she's trying to like play with it. She goes like, nice, nice. And I'm like, yes, Yahna, good job. You have to be nice to the baby. And every time that she sees a baby on TV, or even when she sees baby pictures of herself, she's like, baby? And we're like, yes, you too, you're gonna have a baby soon. Or her baby doll, we tell her like, Yahna, this is a baby, and you too, you're gonna have a little baby brother or baby sister at the time when we didn't know yet. I think that she's gonna be just fine. I don't think that she's gonna feel left out or anything. No, I think she's gonna be really happy and she's gonna be just fine. And especially now that she has her own room, because we have moved. I don't know if you guys noticed the different background or whatever, but in the room that we're currently setting up, like, the bassinet is set up. Baby boy has some of his clothes in the closet, and when I'm hanging them up or when I'm folding them, like, she can notice that like that's not hers, right? So I say, this is for the baby, and she's like, baby, baby. Sometimes she even touches it herself, and she's like, baby. So she's very much aware, and I think that, to be honest, her being aware so much will really help like the transition into her like, okay, there is another baby in the picture. So that was pretty much it for this video. Hopefully that answered some of y'all's questions. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, I did move, so most likely y'all could expect a moving vlog. Listen, okay, y'all better not judge me with this moving vlog, okay? I am 36 weeks pregnant, did a whole move in the middle of a pandemic with a curfew. So my footage is not that great, but I think I'll be able to put something together for y'all. I've been setting up the room. I definitely want to do like a nursery tour. Let me know if that's something that y'all are interested in, like a nursery tour, house tour, which I want to do like a whole tour when everything is like perfect to my liking, which is not yet because I'm focusing on the kids' room and getting myself ready for this baby. So y'all can expect that in the future. Alright, but with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, okay? Thank you. And I will see you guys in the next video.